G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and this video is a bit of an update as to a couple of meetups and events that are coming up, and I'm uploading them nice and early so that there's a lot of warning and a little bit of time for me to also mention it between now and then, so anyone who wants to come gets a chance to be informed and come along. So the first meetup is on the 16th of July in Melbourne, and the meetup after that is on the 23rd of July in London in the UK. So first things first, I'm really excited to announce that I'm going to be launching an animation that I've been working on ever since September last year. It's called The Tale Teller, and I'm going to be launching it globally on YouTube on the 16th of July. Now to celebrate, I'm going to be holding my first ever screening premiere launch event in Melbourne at the Loop Bar on the 16th of July in the evening. The event is open to anyone over 18 and is going to be $5 per ticket, so make sure to check out the link in the description to grab your ticket. I'll give you a bit more information on that a bit later in the video. This is going to be a little bit different. I've never done anything like this before, and it's a ticketed event. So it's not quite as simple as just reserving a spot on a Facebook event page. There's a separate link to the screening event for The Tale Teller. So The Tale Teller is an animation. It's a 10-minute animated short that I've been working on for months and will be working on all the way up until the launch, which takes place in a bit of a fairy tale world. We follow the journey of an old man who is looking to pass on the stories he's collected in his life, and it's a story about the people he meets and how he passes his stories on. I've been working really hard on the animation with Greg, who's done the backgrounds, and with Toby Ricketts, who's done the voiceover, and the screening event is the first time that the animation is going to premiere anywhere, and it'll also be screening at the same time that I launch the animation globally. So if you're 18 years or over and you want to come along, please reserve your spot. There are limited seats, so there's under 100 spots left at this point. Tickets are super cheap just because I really want you guys to have the opportunity to come along, so I haven't made anything expensive at all. It's more about having the venue. So if you have $5, you are able to get to Melbourne on the 16th in the evening for that screening event. I highly recommend coming along. It'll be a really good time. At the screening launch event, I'll go through a little bit of the behind the scenes as to how the animation was produced. And the other piece of good news is that it looks like I might be able to stream the launch event as well. So if you're international and you can't quite make it to Melbourne, Australia for the screening or launch event, or of course if you're underage, I will be doing everything in my power to stream the entire event. A little bit before, a little bit after, but mostly the chunk during and the screening of the animation. So if you want to check that out, make sure to follow me on Twitch and stay tuned for updates, especially as the 16th approaches. And if you want more specific updates, make sure to follow me on Twitter, because that's where I'll be keeping everything nice and live and updated. So that's pretty much it for the Melbourne meetup. And for anyone who's under 18, although you can't attend this event in particular, I will hold a meet and greet at midday earlier on the same day for those of you who are underage and won't be able to attend the screening event. It's free, of course, and it'll take place at the Fed Square atrium. Have a chat, have a chance to take some photos, and you know, meet and greet and all that stuff. I recommend anyone under 18 to be accompanied by a parent or guardian, but regardless of your age, feel free to come along, and that's on the 16th of July at midday in the Fed Square atrium, and there's a Facebook event page, so if you want to come along to that, feel free to do a little yes I will come to that thing in the event. And then finally, at long last, we arrived to a UK London meetup. This has been something that's been requested by people for a very long time, which I'm really excited to go to and meet my friends over in the UK. So come along. We're going to be doing this meetup on the 23rd of July, which is a Saturday, I believe. Now, I actually don't have specifics because I'm not hugely familiar with London. It's pretty open at this point, but what I do know is that it will be around midday, maybe slightly after, maybe around 2 p.m, and it's going to be in central London. The date is set in stone, so make sure to be free on that day and around that time if you want to come along. I've made a Facebook event page for people in the UK, especially in London, who want to come along to that event, and it will be a bit of an open discussion. I want to hear some suggestions if you guys know great places where a group of between 30 to 80 people can get together and draw pictures. it's a little bit tricky. This is sort of how we did the LA meetup. I actually didn't know where we should have it, and through the Facebook event page, we all came to a consensus, and we found a really cool place where we could all go and draw some pictures, and it was a huge amount of fun. So I'm looking forward to meeting some of you guys on the Facebook event page and having a discussion and figuring out where we're going to have the event. But most importantly, if you want to come along, I can't recommend it enough. Seriously, these meetups make this YouTube experience for me real and worthwhile and amazing. And every time I've had them, I walk away feeling refreshed and inspired, and I feel like everyone else who goes to them feels the same as well, because there's nothing quite like meeting and being surrounded by a community of like-minded, uplifting, sincere, talented and fledgling artists from all walks of life, and it's a really unifying and wonderful experience. So I can't wait to meet all of you who come to Melbourne and all of you who come to London to the meetup. So that's pretty much everything I have to cover. If you want to go to any one of those events, make sure to go to the link in the description and put down that you're going, especially on the Facebook event pages. And if you want to go to the launch party, book your ticket. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to meet you, and until next time, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for new content every week. If you want to support my work and get some goodies for yourself, head over to my store for archives, ebooks, digital brushes, video courses, and more. If you enjoyed this video, here's a link to some more content you might like. Draw with Jazza is proudly sponsored by Adobe. Join the Creative Cloud today and get loads of incredible industry-standard creative tools such as Photoshop, Animate, Premiere Pro, and other apps for your computer or mobile device. That's it for now. Thanks for joining the arty party, and until next time, I'll see you later.